Good morning. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight, retired, reporting. I never thought that I would live in an alternate universe where I would be agreeing with Marjorie Taylor Greene and Kentucky Republican Congressperson Thomas Massie, who are pushing hard for a full release of these Epstein files, not just the partial redacted version that the White House wants to put out. But the most troubling thing about this is the White House released a statement saying that any Republicans that support this measure, they would consider it a hostile act. Now, I'm not a lawyer and I'm not a politician, but seems to me that January 6th, with 1,500 people swarming the halls of Congress and smearing feces on the wall and led to, death and destruction, that's a hostile act. A hostile act is pulling a 13 and 14-year-old girl in a back bedroom, pulling their panties down and raping them while a grown woman watches. That's hostile. Covering up these acts, knowing full well what's contained inside those files, that's extremely hostile to me. It seems that every day, bit by bit, we understand more and more just how complicit not just Donald Trump may be in these files, but other people who have a vested interest to make sure they don't see the light of day. Because when you talk about a hostile act to keep information that could end this whole debacle, if you would release those files and have the responsible parties to take a look at them, not just the redacted pieces. I'm talking about the whole deal. Donald Trump could be exonerated or not. But what's going to happen, as you and I well know, is that not just he's going to get implicated, there are going to be a lot of big names on that file list. And the women who were brave enough to come out in front of Congress yesterday and tell their stories to the world, I applaud them. And I would say that you got more balls than most people in Congress, particularly on the Republican side right now. I still maintain that your stories need to be heard. I still maintain that those that did those things to you should be held accountable and prosecuted. I still maintain that you should have your day in court. Because once again, for the record, Jeffrey Epstein has been not in the land of the living for 6 years. And the women that came out in front of Congress and spoke yesterday were not children. They've been adults for some time. And they want those files released. So when you want to talk about hostile acts, just look back to the White House when Pam Bondi said there was nothing contained inside. So why would you consider it a hostile act to release files that have nothing in them? I and the rest of the American public have grown tired of these half-truths and full lies. It's time to open this Pandora's box, see what's inside, and those that have committed these despicable crimes need to reap the whirlwind. And I'm not talking about 5 years from now. I'm talking about right now, starting today. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight, retired, reporting. If you like my videos, please like, share, and follow me on YouTube. Have a good day.